Hey guys, what's going on, and welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody had a great Monday. As you can tell, I'm getting a late start tonight. Tonight was supposed to be teardown night for the 24 valve, as far as getting the valve cover off, getting the valve train off there, getting the injectors pulled out, injector lines, but I didn't quite get home from work in time. With me working till 5:30 every day, it's just so hard to get anything done. By the time, especially now, by the time I get off at 5:30, it's pretty much dark by 7 o'clock now, or not 6 o'clock, but 6:30, 7 o'clock. So right now, with until the time changes and I actually have a few hours once I get home, it's just kind of hard to get anything done. But I just wanted to take a minute and talk about the tires and wheels that I've purchased. Especially the tires. The wheels are pretty much self-explanatory. You know, they're a 20 by 12 with a -44 offset. They're the TIS 544 BM. You know, I've said that several times. But if anybody is in the market, sorry, I'm using a light so you guys can see. If anybody is in the market for, whoops, sorry. If anybody is in the market for new tires, I would suggest these Atturo tires. What I purchased was the Trailblade XT. And these are their all-terrain tire. Today was, and the reason I wanted to talk about this is today was the first day that I had actually driven a truck at more than, 40, 50 mile an hour. Well, actually more than 30, 40 mile an hour, really, because I've been in town all weekend long after I put my new tires and wheels on and haven't really been able to drive it over the road. But as on my way to work this morning, the truck rides so much better. I've knocked a few of those weights off on these other ones, taking them on and off so many times that they just don't ride very well anymore. But it was just such a big difference, more comfortable, smooth ride with these new Atturos. The reason I'm laughing is because I have these for sale, and if anybody is close and is interested in the methods with the general tires on them, I'm gonna probably price them right at $600 or best offer. I did have a comment in one of the previous videos, wanted to know what I was going to do with them. What they are a Method 301, and they are a 17 by 9, and they have a 35 1250 general grabber tire on them. So if anybody's interested and you're reasonably close, I'm going to ask $600 or best offer for them. The wheels themselves are, I believe, 900 new-ish. I'm not certain. But anyway, I'm going to start there. And like I said, everything's always best offer. Anyway, going back to the tires. I purchased everything from Custom Offsets. I don't have their sticker up yet. They sent me a sticker to put up here in my garage. Actually, it's a smaller sticker, and on these -44s or wider, the sticker will actually fit on the lid, or not on the lid, but on the well, whatever you want to call it. I can't remember what it's called now. I always have it, then I lose it. On the dish itself, it will fit right there. So I'm not gonna put it on there. If anything, I'm gonna put 4 of my stickers on there, which would be kind of cool. Anyway, going back on the Atturo tires, they are a very smooth ride. What I purchased was the 33 1250, obviously in a 20. This is the XT, the Trailblade XT, and as you can see, it does have the snow and ice siphoning in them. It's a more aggressive all-terrain tire than what I've really ever saw, and that's what kind of drew me to it. After a buddy of mine here locally, Josh, he put them on his Anthem wheels in the same size. He got the same size I did. They have the side lugs like a mud terrain, on the inside and the outside, but the center pattern is just a lot tighter than your atypical mud terrain, and it's a lot looser than your atypical all-terrain. It just is a really, really nice, sharp looking tire. These are a load range E. Like I said, they're made by Atturo. And I was just so impressed with them that I wanted to share you guys, how well they did for me today. As far as fuel mileage, like I told you last time, I did bump my comp box down to 1x2, and I have picked up more mileage by doing that, even with the 35 still on there. Running the 33s this morning, everything seems like it's back to kind of normal. I'm only about 2 miles an hour off on my speedometer. So it's going to be, and then we'll see how my overhead console will compensate for that, as far as, my speedometer being only 2 mile an hour off now. I'm really thankful that I didn't go get everything changed like I had thought I was going to, or like I had thought about doing before. I was going to go to the dealer and have that rear end reprogrammed, have the PCM reprogrammed for 35-inch tires. It was going to be right around $85, and it wasn't a guarantee if they were going to be able to accomplish it or not. So in the long run, thankful that I didn't do it because of dropping down to the 33-inch tires. So I won't be adding the 10% anymore for 35-inch tires when I do my fuel mileage. Because they're, like I said, my speedometer is only 2 mile an hour off, so I'm not going to even worry about compensating for that. Now, as far as the 12.5 wides, I don't know. I would have to do some research and find out if there's any compensation for those. Also, RPMs. I noticed the RPMs was running just a little bit high, not a whole lot, just a little bit higher, and EGTs. Since my RPMs was up just a little bit from, just to having, roughly almost a factory size tire, I noticed my RPM or my EGT was about 100 degrees hotter also. So just all in all, I just wanted to kind of keep you updated with how the tires are running. I couldn't be happier. Super smooth going down the road. Just not used to having a ride like that in this truck, to be honest with you, because them other tires, they rode so hard. Just wasn't, I don't know how new ones would ride. It'd be kind of interesting to see what they would ride like. I looked into getting those in a 33 1250, but the load range wasn't there for my truck. And that was a discount tire before I had even decided to get tires and wheels. After I priced, I was going to have to stick with the 35s. There anyway, because they can only put on what is recommended from factory as far as load range. So I had to stick with the 35s as far as the generals, and it was going to be, I think, like $1,500. And then I checked into the Ridgeline, or the Nitto Ridge Grapplers. Sorry, Ridgeline's a truck by Honda. The Ridge Grapplers, and it was going to be, at $1,500. And that's what prompted me just to start looking for tires and wheels. I was able to pick these up, this set up. I didn't get them shipped to my door. I didn't need lug nuts, and I didn't need the TPMS sensors. So I was able to get them for $2,200 from Custom Offsets. So anyway, that's just kind of a little update where we're at. I wanted to do a teardown tonight as far as, the engine, like I said, but I got home late. It's actually pretty much all dark out now, and I just didn't have time. But hopefully tomorrow, even if I have to do a partial teardown under the lights, truck is going to start tearing it down and getting those valve springs put in. Got those sitting over there ready to go in. There is my compressor tool, and I'll go over some more of that. Need to get some of this junk out of the way. I have a cart downstairs I'm going to steal from my wife to be able to place everything on it, and it's 3-tiered cart, so with a top, a middle, and a bottom. And I picked up some absorbent pads there to be able to lay things out and keep everything in line in order with said cylinder. So anyway, if you don't mind, I do appreciate you guys very, very much. Subscriber base is growing. Hit that subscribe or hit that like button, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already done so, and share the page, share the channel, become part of the family, and we'll talk to you guys later on. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.